Alright guys, welcome back to the channel, DB Loft Racing Pigeons. Today I'm going to give you guys a look at some late hatch young birds I decided to settle. Today's going to be the first day I'm going to let them out, so we're going to see how that goes. But first thing we're going to do is take the old birds on a training toss. It's been a while since I trained them. So I'm going to take them 2.5 miles today to kind of get them back in their rhythm. So let's go get the truck started up. Let's get the birds loaded and put them in the truck. So I'm going to pack up all the birds in this section, the flying team. We're going to go for a little 2.5 mile toss. It's been a while since I did a toss with these birds, so I'm going to try to get them back in the rhythm. They've been loft flying almost daily. So let me get these birds packed up. Got all the birds packed up. Put them in the truck and we will head on out. Mile spot. Let the birds sit for a minute. First time using this new crate. It's actually an old race crate from one of the old clubs. Little piece of history this thing is. Rusty, first toss in a long time. Looks like the birds definitely beat me back. I let them out at 9:23. They made it back, I'd say within about 5 to 6 minutes. Looks like most of them are all trapped in. I didn't see any birds outside. Quick little toss just to get them going again. Keep in mind these birds have already been out to about 250 miles, so just something to get them going. Okay guys, so here are my 4 late hatch birds. These are birds that I didn't end up sending to one loft races. Actually 2 of these birds someone was supposed to claim, but they never got back to me, so I ended up keeping these 4. I had 5, unfortunately one of them got out and a raccoon ended up killing it. I guess it didn't know how to get up on top of the loft for the night, unfortunately. So my goal for these birds is I'm going to be training them, loft flying them, and basically testing them out. So these are all 2025s, and they're going to be let out for the first time today. So what I'm going to do is I want them to do this all on their own. I'm not going to use the old birds, my flying team. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to open up the traps. They're going to go outside on the landing board. They're used to being on the settling cage, so they're going to think that they're going to go under the settling cage, but the settling cage is not going to be there. Going to let them out and see what they do. I'm not going to chase them, not going to force them to fly. So let me open this up and let's see what happens. Okay, trap is open. It looks like there's one pigeon standing in the entryway right there. So like I just mentioned, this is the routine that I would do if I was training a team of young birds to race. I'll have them on the settling cage for a few weeks. Then I'll go ahead and remove the settling cage. And I'm just gonna let them do whatever they want. I'm not gonna chase them. I'm not gonna encourage them to fly. I'm just gonna let them do what they want. You can see I have the flyers separated. I have them locked in here. Reason being is I want these birds to do this all on their own. I don't want them to go up right away with these birds. Eventually, they'll all fly together, but for now I'm going to test these birds on their own. So it's just going to be these 4 pigeons. Actually, they turned out really nice. There's a couple of birds that are really catching my eye. This is out of Wolverine, I believe. It's father to grandson of Wolverine. Really nice looking bird. So we'll see. Who knows? Maybe I'll lose them all. Maybe they'll end up being decent birds. Just something to have fun with and test locally. still kind of hanging around. There's 2 of the birds on the breeding loft, and then the other 2 are here on the landing board. I think it's very important to not encourage them to fly at this stage. Just let them do what they want to do. It's pretty important to me to be out here with them as well. I want them to get used to me standing around the landing board and standing around them out here so they don't get startled easily. I want to be able to have these birds decently tame, just like this. And the most important thing that I've learned is these birds have to know that this landing board is their safe place. So once they know that this landing board is their safe place, that is where they're going to be all the time. You can't scare them at this age because it kind of gives them a bad impression, but that's my goal here, is to teach them that this landing board is their safe place. I'm not going to chase them off the roofs like I just said, but once they learn that this is where they need to be, then it's pretty much smooth sailing from there. You can see they're going in and out. They know where they got to go. Once those traps are down, the bobs are down, they should be able to get through them with no problem, as I've been putting them down before I feed them with the settling cage up there. I'm just going to let them do what they want for a little while. You can see they're off to a decent start, coming back to the landing board. I want them to be comfortable with me standing here, so I'm going to stay close to them. And I want them to know that I'm not going to scare them off the landing board. All right, so the bird's been out for about an hour. I'm going to try to call them in. Got my feed can here. You can see they're already pretty responsive. They already know. So I'm going to bring this in the loft. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to close the trap with all of the birds out on the landing board. I'm going to call them in and see if they know how to use the traps. Come on. Come on. Come on. Let's go. Come on. There's 2. 2 more to go. Let's go. Come on. A little feet on the floor to encourage them so they know. All right, last bird. Took a little longer for him to come in, but that's fine. We'll get in the rhythm. Threw a little feet on the floor for them as a little treat. So I definitely think it's very beneficial to try to hand feed or closely feed your young birds. You don't want them to be very skittish. You want them to be very tame, very calm. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna just keep feeding these birds. Just give them a little treat on the floor, just because they did what they were supposed to do. So day 1 of letting the birds out for the first time, successful. They didn't really go anywhere. They just kind of bounced around, as you can see. But we'll repeat the same process again tomorrow, and we'll see how they excel. Starting to get some movement out of the birds. As you can see, they kind of just bouncing back and forth off the roofs. A couple of them are circling around, which is a good sign. Hanging out up on top of the roof right now. Come on, let's go. Come on, let's go. So it's been about 3 days of letting these birds out. They're doing exactly what I would like them to do, being very responsive. You can see they're still kind of panting a little bit. They just came in. Not really moving around too much. They did get up in the air and fly around a little bit, but still kind of just hanging around, which is fine. They're off to a great start so far. So you guys can see my little 4-bird team is off to a decent start. They're very responsive. Hopefully they'll start getting up and flying in the next few releases. But my end goal here with these birds is to just train them, have fun with them, and to provide you guys with some information on how I do things as if I was going to train these birds to prepare them to race. So this might be useful to some of the newer fanciers. That's the purpose of me doing this. I'm going to kind of document along the way tricks that I like to use while training the birds, and I plan on posting more videos of this small team of birds. I don't know what's going to happen with these birds, if I'm going to have all of them throughout the whole duration of this, but you guys got to stay tuned to find out. And I'm going to keep doing what I'm doing, and I will keep documenting and keep making more videos like this for you guys. So stay tuned. Shout out to all the new subscribers recently, and thank you guys for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this, and stay tuned for the next video.